Hey, what's going on? I will get straight to it. Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. I'm gonna take a sip of water. All right, let's get to it. So, most plumbing companies aren't using this simple tip to improve their Google rankings, their Google business profile rankings to be specific. And let me tell you, oh, by the way, my name is Chris Ray. I co own a marketing and consulting agency that helps plumbers make a lot of money. And I make these videos for the guy near and dear to my heart, the guy who has 1 to 3 trucks. Really want to see you grow, and I want to give you all the marketing information I can to help you do so. So here's the reason why I'm making this video. I was looking at, I've got another small plumbing company that we're helping, and I was looking at their reviews, and I saw several areas for opportunity, but here is one of them. They could benefit from coaching their techs on how to ask customers to leave reviews. I'll say it again. They can do a better job of guiding customers on how to do reviews. They're doing a good job of getting customers to do reviews, which is huge. That's massive. And as you know, it's already hard to get techs to do that. And so they did a really good job there. The next step was coaching the techs on how to coach the customer. And let me tell you why. I'll tell you why that's important. Now, the company that I'm talking about, they're doing it. They just started doing it. I don't have the data to say, oh, they just started doing it. They got a bajillion leads, and I don't have all that. But I know through history, because we've been doing this for much bigger companies, they started off small, and now they're huge. And we've helped them grow with their Google business profile. This is one of the things we've done is have them have the techs coach the customer on what to do when they leave a review. This is important, very strategic. So here is the main point is Google is dumb, man. Not like, well, let me finish. Google is dumb because it doesn't know anything about you. It doesn't know who you are, what you do, or where you do it until you say it, right? So you have to tell it who you are, what you do, and where you do it. And you do that through your website. And then you tell Google, okay, Google is like, oh, okay, now I know this. Now Google needs to verify that. And they have several different ways to verify it, but one of the ways they verify if you're good at what you do is by what other people say. Not just how many people say it, how many people leave reviews is very, very important. You need to have quantity and you need to have quality via the score, right? You need to have high scores. But it also helps when you have other people verifying who you are, what you do, and where you do it. And so how do they do that? You do that through reviews. So let me give you an example. Okay, so here is, in full disclosure, this is one of our clients. I love these guys. They're brilliant. Started off small. If you're a small company, they just like you, they start off small and now they're massive. But again, like I said, Google's dumb, and we have to build a website to tell Google who we are, what we do, and where we do it. And so you build this site, and it's like, okay, who we are. Or Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber. That's who we are, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Put it here, right? Put it on the site. Now Google knows who we are. All right, what do we do? Well, man, we do plumbing. Plumbing's through all through the site. Plumber, plumbing. Google can read images, guys. And so you see plumber here, and then if you go through the blogs and all that stuff, we got plumbers all over this website. So now they know who we are, Benjamin Franklin. They know what we do, plumbing, and where we do it. We do it in all these cities up here, Arlington, Mansfield, Fort Worth. If you look at my little cursor, if you find this little yellow dot, all the cities up here. We have, Fort Worth, Arlington here. So now we've done our job. We tell them who we are or what we do and where we do it. And we do that over and over again on the site. And Google's like, okay, cool. We know who you are, what you do, where you do it. Are you any good at what you do? Because that's going to impact your rankings. How do we know that you're good? You could say, you could be a Chuck in the truck trying to look big and have a fancy website, but you might not be good. So how do they verify if you're good or not at who you are, or how do they verify if you are good at what you do? Well, it's the reviews. And so let's go over here and let's look at their reviews. They got a bunch of reviews and it's high. So this is good, right? This is really good. But let me tell you what makes this thing better, right? Again, don't get me wrong. The amount of reviews is important. And then the rating of your reviews is very important. Well, these two things are important. But what also helps is when you get other people to tell Google who you are, what you do, and where you do it. And you have to coach other people up on how to do it. So let me give you an example. This is a review that just came through, I guess, 2 months ago. One of the things, I'm not going to read all this for you. And they mentioned the text name, which is good. But what's even better is check this out. Call Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. So you have somebody else who left a review, a 5-star one at that, and was saying, call Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. It mentions this company's name. And then also what's huge here is right here. This person left the service. Like exactly what service they got. And I just this is one of the first this is the first lead that comes up at the time of me making this video for you. And the first thing they had this person ensure that indicated the service. So when they leave a review, Google will ask you what service you got done, and they coach this customer up on making sure they select the service. And guess what? So the customer says, hey, the service I got was a plumbing leak repair. This seems real simple, but there's a lot. This review is powerful because now this person, somebody else, not you, somebody else is telling Google that you did a good job. You, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, did a good job, and it was in plumbing. So now you had on your website, you're telling Google who you are, what you do, and where you do it. This person at least confirmed who you are and then what you do. They at least did that. And that is huge. You have two things. You saying it, then the customer confirming it. I'm going to say it again. You say it, the customer confirms it. And you have to coach the customer on how to confirm it. Because if I scroll down here, look at this. This person didn't indicate the service that was offered. They didn't indicate the service. They might say, and I'm not going to read this and bore you with all of it, but they might indicate it in the copy if the tech coached them up correctly. So let me tell you how you can have your techs better coach customers. So this is how you coach your techs up on coaching customers up on reviews. There's a low-hanging fruit, and then there's the overachiever, right? So I know for a fact that some plumbing companies have a hard time getting their techs to do this. If you have 1 to 3 trucks, you only have 1 to 2 guys working for you. If it's just you, this is something you can control. You can put a lot of energy towards this because you have time to do it. If you have a fleet of plumbers, it's a little harder. I get it. But if you're a small company, control this. Do this. You can do it. You tell your techs that when they are asking somebody to leave reviews, at the very least, have them indicate the service that was provided. Google's going to ask what the service was. It's going to give them the option to enter that. Ask the customer to please indicate the service that was provided. Because at the very least, that service is likely going to be some sort of keyword. It's going to be like water heater repair, water heater installation, plumbing repair. That service is a keyword itself. It's having the customer is basically putting in a keyword for you. They don't have to type it in. They just need to indicate the service. So at the very least, your tech can ask the customer to please indicate the service because it helps other people find us, or it helps me get more customers. Make sure you give a why. People are more compliant when you give them a because. Even if that because isn't super strong, people are more likely to do what you ask if you give them a reason. So say, hey, Miss Joan, when you leave a review, please indicate the service we provided because it's going to help other people find us. Whatever it is, that's the very least they can do, right? Now, the next level is having them put in the city. That's the next level. So you could be like, hey, Miss Joan, when you leave a review, just, please indicate the service we provided and just mention the city. We did it because, again, it helps other people in the city find us. That's huge because now you have the service and the city, and then it's tied to your Google business profile, which is who you are. So that's huge, right? And then the perfect one, this is the overachiever. Hey, Ms. Joan, can you please indicate the service that was provided and the city you did it in? And you know what would be great is if you could say plumber near me. And I know it sounds crazy, Ms. Joan, but that's what helps a lot of people find us. So if you indicate the service, indicate the city, and then put plumber near me. So you might want to say, hey, I was looking for a plumber near me here. I was looking for a plumber near me. I live in Killer and blah, blah, blah. Like if you have a tech who goes that far, not all of them will. I get it. But you do have that one guy who's an overachiever who's going to kill it. And if you get that person really getting those type of reviews over and over again, oh man, that's going to help you significantly because now you have your website saying who you are, what you do, and where you do it. And then you have customers confirming who you are, where you do, what you do, and where you do it. Those two things happening. Oh, that really, and over time. It's not an overnight thing, but over time, this will put you ahead of your competition because your competition's not doing this. They're not thinking like this. And if you have a smaller operation, you can control this, man. You can control it and do it. It really, really, really helps. And then when you see that behavior, reward it. I mean, think about it. You as the owner or you have the manager when you're having your monthly meetings or your weekly meetings, whatever it is, you find that review. If that tech comes back and says, hey, I did this, and check out the review I got, and they mentioned the service, they mentioned the city, they even said our name, or they mentioned the service, they mentioned the city, and then they put another keyword in there. And if you have a tech who said they did that and they keep doing it, or if you have a tech who said they did it once, read that review out in the meeting. Talk about the impact of it. Tell your team why it's important. Again, give people the because is important. If you tell your team why that's important, how it helps you guys rank higher in Google, which means they'll get more jobs, and give that person, $10 for lunch that day, or give them a gift card to Starbucks, or whatever it is you want to do, give them something. So recognize the review publicly in the meeting, read it, make it a semi-big deal by rewarding that person who's getting that review, and then other people will do it. And this is powerful. And again, your competition's not doing it. They're just not doing it intentionally, at least. So again, reviews are important. The quantity and the quality are important, but also be strategic with getting them. Be strategic by making sure that they're somehow indicating the keywords, and in some way, some form, some fashion, confirming who you are, what you do, and where you do it. At least one of those three. At the very least, get one of those three. If you can get all of them, or get them to at least say it and put extra keywords in their response, it's huge. Anyways, I hope that helps. Again, I make this for the guy who has 1 to 3 trucks, and man, I want to see you grow. And I hope that I'm giving you marketing advice and information that will help you do it. All right, thanks for watching the video. Watch the next one. Peace.